All right, thank you. Very happy to be joined by old friend and now Braves pitcher, which is still weird to say, Chris Sale. Chris, thanks so much for taking the time with us, man. How are things?
Good, man. Good. It's been an easy transition. This is a good group of guys. Great organization, good fan base to come into. A little weird seeing the old squad come into town, but good to catch up.
Yeah, I haven't seen you really since last season, and you were talking about the preparations that you were making to be a Red Sox pitcher again. Like going back to the trade, how surprising was it?
It definitely caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it, mostly because I didn't think anyone else would want me. But yeah, it kind of came out of left field. But as much as I've been in this game, I know that things can change, pretty quickly. So, and it all happened pretty quick. And so I obviously made a lot of phone calls and had to figure some things out logistically. But it all ended up working out in the end.
Your former manager, Alex Cora, had some nice things to say about you. I just shared with you some of those comments. What has your relationship with Alex been like?
It's always been great. In terms of, my level of respect for him, it couldn't be any higher. We've been through a lot, man. Like and he was there for me every step of the way. Even the year, we both took the same year off, and I talked to him a couple times a month. Like I just shared with you, I've already spoken to him on the phone. We exchanged text messages this year. We have a really special relationship. That's someone I'll always keep in touch with, and we went through a lot. He was always there for me, and on his end, I always gave him everything I had. So I think he respects that as well.
As he mentioned as well, he said you're here now, but you're forever part of the Red Sox family. You have stayed in contact with a lot of these guys, Tanner, Witt, Cutter. Why has that been important to you?
Just relationships, man. I mean, some of those guys are like family to me too. So. It goes beyond the game. We spend a lot of time with each other. They come over to my house. They hang out with my kids. We go play golf together, play video games and stuff like that. So, maintaining those relationships is important.
Cutter, obviously a Florida Gulf Coast guy like yourself as well. You being still connected to him and the game, how impressive have you been about the leap that he's taken?
Yeah, I mean, it was only a matter of time. I mean, you've seen the stuff that he has.
Yeah.
He's got elite level stuff, and it's just, sometimes it takes some guys longer to figure it out. But, I think with having Andrew over there, it's helped him a lot, and he knows where he's at. He knows what he's capable of, and just putting it all together at the same time, it's been fun to see.
What was it like catching up with some of those guys? Tanner, seeing him in person, Whitlock for the first time in a while.
It was good. It was fun, man. I always enjoy seeing old teammates. Actually, so Tyler Flowers is here today, my old catcher from Chicago. So today's like, I guess the word of the day is nostalgia. But it's great to see those guys, and it's fun to see them having success. So. I joked with them. I said they just had to get that old guy out of the rotation and let all these guys, have good years.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, interesting over the years spending time with you as well. Like we get to see this side, and the competition when it flips and you're between these lines. When it comes to that, how much are you looking forward? Because you faced other teams before that you faced, Chicago, that you spent some time with. But how much are you looking forward to this competition with the Red Sox?
It'll be fun. It's like playing golf against your buddies. You always enjoy that rivalry, the friendly rivalry. At the end of the day, once you step in between the lines, all bets are off, right? It's me versus you, it's us versus them, and we're trying to win. As much as I love Cutter, I want to win tonight's game, and vice versa. They're going to try to beat me tomorrow. But there's just a certain level of respect we'll always have for each other, and again, off the field, and then before the game, all that stuff. It's different, but again, once the lights flick on and it's time to play, we all have jobs to do. We're all men.
Alex had mentioned that he fully expected you to have the season that you're having, be healthy and be able to be a contributor in the way you are. How would you assess, I guess, your start to the season, first month and a half, 6 starts in?
Yeah, I just wanted to get off to a good start. And again, it doesn't matter what team I'm on. I want to be able to pull my weight. I've talked about it a lot in length and frequently, but I know the last few years in Boston didn't go the way I wanted it to. They wanted it to. The fans wanted it to. And that ate me up. It wasn't easy. It's not. It was a tough pill for me to swallow. So I really went into last off season with everything I had. I had 1 year left on that contract, and I fully bought into training myself and trying to give the best of what I have available, and whatever's left in the tank, I'm putting it all out. And so I owed it to them, and I owe it to the Braves now to give them the best of what I am, and try to unhitch that trailer from the last 4 years, and just keep my eyes set on the road ahead of me, and just do the best I can.
So for the most part, you are pretty off the grid. You're not on social media or anything like that. But a message to Red Sox fans, if you can share with them just about your time there and the great memories, world championships, whatever it may be.
I can probably sum it up in 3 words. So, thank you and sorry. It was my career there was a tale of 2 tapes. It was 2 of the best years of my career were in Boston, and then the worst years of my career were also there. So I just appreciate the support. Every time I run into a Red Sox fan, I always kind of go, oh man, how's this gonna go? But they've always been great. Hey, we love you, Chris. Thanks for bringing a championship to the city, and we understand the injuries, man. It happens. So I appreciate that. It makes me feel good, and it's it is what it is at this point.
You guys coming off a tough West Coast road swing, but at large have played pretty good baseball. How do you feel about the group that you're a part of now and what you guys still have ahead?
Camaraderie, man. These guys, we stick together. There's no division. Keep it pretty loose too, which helps. So, hey, this is the first tough kind of stretch we've had during the year. So we'll see how we come out of it. It's always nice coming back home after something like that, get some home cooking and be around our fans. So I don't see this taking long for us to get right back on track.
Chris, appreciate the time.
Absolutely.
It's always great to see you. Great to catch up with you. Wish you continued success this year, and so glad. I'm so glad now it's going good for you as well.
It. Thank you, man.
You got it. All right, Chris Sale with us, Atlanta Braves pitcher, getting the start Wednesday in Game 2 of this Red Sox series.
PNC Bank, rooted in communities big and small.